Hi guys, my name is Beth. I am the author of the Spectrum of Magic series, Fragments of Light. Also, I have a second book out, which I don't have with me right now, is Fragments of the Mind. I originally did a reading on YouTube like about maybe 6 months ago, and I started with the prologue. Although I felt like I wanted to redo the readings and start anew. My plan, hopefully, don't hold me to it, is to get through my book, my first book, and then I'll move on to my second book, while in the process of my third book being edited, and then you guys will be caught up with my third release. And hopefully then I'll do it with my third book reading to the fourth book. I wanted to give you a little bit introduction to my book first, so bear with me. This is a separate video from the prologue, so if you don't want to listen to the introduction, that's fine. You can move on to the actual reading of the prologue. But I just wanted to give you a little background of my book. And just a side note, I'm sorry that my eyesight, I'm looking at the camera somewhere over there. I am not used to this type of format. I'm used to obviously the vertical TikTok kind of thing. Although I'm not a big TikToker, I'm just used to the vertical format because of the shorts. If you watch my art videos. But so anyway, so forgive me for just looking elsewhere. I'm trying to get used to it. But anyway, so a little bit about my book right here. Here's Fragments of Light. Basically, this book is my baby, like many authors' first books. It's been on my heart for ever since 1997. I developed a character. This is not my art. This is an artist rendition of my character, but of Princess Emerald right there. I've had this idea in my head for a very long time. It was first developed with the character Emerald and Kyle and Ikaria, Derek, and Drew and Telly, which you'll read about in my book. However, there was a few other characters that were also in play. They also are featured in Fragments of Light, though those characters have dramatically changed since then. But in general, I've had the idea, and I wanted to make a comic book of this for a very long time, since Emerald was derived from my own art and the other characters. I felt like I wanted to tell her story. And through art, which they came from art, was, I felt, the best way. So throughout the years, I tried to develop a comic, manga style specifically, but I felt like the time wasn't ready. I was kind of stuck in some areas. I felt like my art wasn't developed enough as well. I had some strengths in certain art, but other types of art I wasn't, and I felt like it just wasn't there yet. So I put the project on hold. I tried this several times, and over the years, it just kind of was on the back burner. Then after my third child, I decided it was the time, because I had several dreams of my characters once again, and I did some costuming that reminded me a lot of the Princess Emerald. And so I wanted to finally write the story, and then so that's what I did. While my children were young, I would write while they were sleeping, through napping, or at nighttime. And 3 years later, I developed this book. It's, I think, 647 pages for my book. And then here I am. I wrote the second book, which is even larger, forgive me, I don't know how many pages it is, but it's more. It's, I think, 700 and something. And then now I'm on my third book, Fragments of the Heart. So I am just planning on continuing to write them. I have a prequel in mind that I actually started, but I put that on hold to finish Fragments of the Heart. Fragments of the Heart, excuse me. And I have a couple books I want to do just of characters of their own stories that will weave into the main story, but we'll see. That's a lot of ambitious things. As a mother of 3 children, I have a lot of, I'm really busy. So we'll see, but we'll start there. So here is my book, Fragments of Light. I will start the reading in the next video. I hope you like it. It's a little bit different than your typical fantasy book because I added sci-fi / cyberpunk elements, but it also is written very much like an epic fantasy where there are different point of views of the characters that you follow around, and their stories basically affect each other throughout the timeline. So yes, I will start the reading in the next video. Thank you for the introduction of watching my introduction, I should say. And we'll start from there. Thank you.